Good evening and welcome to the weekly news digest. I am Diana Idris, bringing you the key moments that define this week. Our team of dedicated journalists at Otyrar TV has been working tirelessly to keep you informed. Kazakhstan's grocery prices approach United Kingdom levels. Modern technologies and artificial intelligence to transform education in Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan moves to strengthen workplace protections against sexual harassment. Kazakhstan braces for extreme summer heat, threatening agriculture and public health. Social media stunts lead to traffic violations and penalties in Kazakhstan. Shymkent plans urban cable car to alleviate traffic congestion. Barbecue fines in Kazakhstan, fact or fiction? Shymkent's smart bus stops fall short of expectation. Shymkent authorities tighten oversight of state business grants. A recent comparison of grocery prices reveals that the cost of basic food items in Kazakhstan is now nearing those in the United Kingdom, a surprising development for a country traditionally considered more affordable. In April 2025, the average price of a standard basket of 10 essential products in Kazakhstan reached nearly 12,000 tenge, while in the United Kingdom, the same set cost around 14,000. The basket includes milk, butter, rice, sunflower oil, sugar, potatoes, onions, chicken, beef, and flour. This means the price difference between the two countries is now just over 15%. Analysts attribute the rising cost to continued inflation, logistical challenges, and changes in global commodity markets. Although wages in Kazakhstan remain much lower than in the United Kingdom, the narrowing gap in food prices is putting additional pressure on household budgets. Experts note that the growing cost of basic food is especially difficult for families with children and low-income groups. While salaries haven't kept pace with inflation, prices for essential goods continue to climb. Consumers are forced to cut spending or shift to cheaper, less nutritious alternatives. This trend also raises concerns for food security and affordability in the long term. Economists emphasize the need for state intervention, whether through subsidies, price controls, or targeted support measures to protect vulnerable populations. Without timely action, Kazakhstan risks seeing the cost of living rise to levels comparable with developed countries without the same level of income to support it. The situation highlights the growing importance of food pricing policy in national economic planning. Kazakhstan is embracing modern technologies and artificial intelligence to revolutionize its educational landscape. Educators are integrating AI tools to personalize learning experiences, enhance student engagement, and streamline administrative tasks. These advancements aim to prepare students for a digital future and improve overall educational outcomes. AI-powered platforms are being introduced to adapt to individual student needs, providing tailored content and real-time feedback. This approach facilitates a more inclusive and effective learning environment, catering to diverse learning styles and abilities. In addition to personalized learning, AI is assisting teachers in automating routine tasks such as grading and attendance tracking. This allows educators to focus more on interactive teaching methods and student development. The integration of AI in education also extends to administrative processes, improving efficiency in school management and resource allocation. By leveraging data analytics, schools can make informed decisions to enhance educational strategies and policies. As Kazakhstan continues to invest in digital infrastructure and AI technologies, the education sector is poised for significant transformation. These initiatives reflect a commitment to fostering innovation and equipping students with the skills necessary to thrive in a rapidly evolving technological landscape. Kazakhstan is taking steps to enhance legal safeguards for employees facing sexual harassment in the workplace. According to the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection, approximately 30% of citizens have encountered inappropriate behavior at work. However, the current labor code lacks a clear definition of sexual harassment and specific mechanisms for protection. A new draft law aims to address this gap by formally defining harassment and outlining applicable measures. The absence of precise legal definitions has made it challenging to protect victims effectively, as each case is subjectively assessed. The proposed legislation seeks to establish clear criteria for what constitutes harassment and the boundaries of acceptable conduct. Public opinion in Shymkent largely supports the initiative, recognizing the need for legal clarity and protection. Legal experts such as attorney Evgeny Yevorsky acknowledge that the initiative aligns with the global trends, but emphasize the necessity for a well-defined implementation mechanism. Yevorsky notes that without clear guidelines, there is a risk of misinterpretation, potentially leading to overreach or misuse of the law. He also points out that the existing legislation may already provide avenues for addressing such issues, suggesting that the focus should be on effective enforcement. The draft law is currently available for public review on the Open NPA website under the Ministry of Labor section. Citizens are invited to submit their feedback and suggestions until May 15. This initiative marks a significant step toward fostering a safer and more respectful work environment in Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is preparing for one of its hottest summers in recent years, with temperatures expected to soar up to 45 degrees Celsius, particularly in the southern and southwestern regions. The National Meteorological Service Hidromet forecasts below average precipitation, exacerbating drought conditions and posing significant risks to agriculture and public health. Farmers are among the first to feel the impact. The lack of rainfall and extreme heat are leading to rapid soil moisture loss, endangering crops such as wheat, corn, and alfalfa. Agronomists report that soil moisture levels in spring were already half of what is necessary. The situation could lead to bankruptcy for approximately 20–25% of farming enterprises, particularly affecting crop production and potentially causing a rise in food prices. The intense heat also poses serious health risks. Medical professionals warn that high temperatures increase the likelihood of hypertension, arrhythmias, heart attacks, and strokes, not only among the elderly but also younger populations. Dehydration and blood thickening are primary concerns. Citizens are advised to stay indoors during peak heat hours, maintain hydration, avoid strenuous activities, and continue prescribed medications. Additionally, the risk of wildfires is heightened. The Ministry of Ecology and Natural Resources has urged the public to exercise maximum caution in nature. Open fires in forests are prohibited, and any signs of fire should be reported immediately to emergency services. Since the beginning of the year, 32 forest fires have been recorded, affecting nearly 5,000 hectares, primarily due to human negligence and dry thunderstorms. As Kazakhstan faces this extreme summer, authorities emphasize the importance of public vigilance and adherence to safety guidelines to mitigate the adverse effects on agriculture, health, and the environment. In Kazakhstan, a growing trend sees individuals deliberately violating traffic laws to create sensational content for social media platforms. A recent incident involved participants of a car convoy who committed serious traffic infractions to produce a striking video aimed at gaining online popularity. However, instead of achieving viral fame, they faced administrative penalties, including the revocation of their driving licenses. The violations were captured by surveillance cameras, allowing authorities to intervene promptly and prevent potential accidents. Law enforcement officials emphasize that such behavior is unacceptable as it endangers not only the perpetrators but also other road users. They stress that endangering lives for entertainment is a form of irresponsibility, not bravado. This incident is not isolated. Similar cases have been reported in major cities across the country. Police warn that traffic laws apply to everyone, regardless of social media influence or public profile. Violations will be met with strict enforcement and there is zero tolerance for such conduct. The Ministry of Internal Affairs urges citizens to prioritize safety and adhere to traffic regulations, reminding that the pursuit of online attention should never come at the expense of public safety. Shymkent is moving forward with plans to construct an urban cable car system aimed at reducing traffic congestions and enhancing public transportation. The proposed route is set to connect key city arteries including Respublika Avenue, Tokikhan Avenue, Bedibek Avenue, and Kunaev Avenue, extending to the rapidly developing districts of Turan and Shymkent city. The initiative, presented by investors from Almaty, is currently in the conceptual phase. Experts are conducting topographical analysis to identify potential obstacles for the installation of support structures and stations. The project's cost effectiveness and return on investment are also under evaluation. City officials highlight that while the cable car may be more expensive than traditional bus fares, its ability to bypass ground-level traffic offers a significant advantage. The system is expected to provide a scenic and efficient mode of transportation, particularly beneficial for areas with dense development and high traffic volumes. The project aligns with the city's broader transportation strategy, which includes updating the general plan to accommodate new residential areas and diversify transit options beyond buses. Residents have responded positively to the proposal, expressing hope that the cable car will improve urban mobility. As the project progresses, further technical and financial details will be refined to ensure its feasibility and integration into Shymkent's urban infrastructure. As the spring season ushers its outdoor activities, Kazakhstani authorities are emphasizing strict adherence to fire safety regulations. While barbecuing is permitted, it must be conducted in designated areas using metal containers and maintaining a safe distance from structures. Specifically, open flames or grills should be situated at least 50 meters away from the buildings. Failure to comply can result in administrative protocols and fines of up to almost 40,000 tenge. The Department of Emergency Situations in Shymkent clarifies that there is no systematic surveillance of private properties. However, routine inspections are conducted in gardening cooperatives. If violations are observed or if reports are received via the emergency number 101, DES officers will respond accordingly. First-time offenders may receive a warning, but repeated infrastructure lead to financial penalties. Authorities stress that these measures are not merely bureaucratic but are crucial for preventing fires that can lead to property damage, environmental destruction and loss of life. Residents are urged to exercise caution and prioritize safety when engaging in activities involving open flames. In Shymkent, the much-anticipated smart bus stops project, initially launched with the promise of modern amenities like air conditioning and free Wi-Fi, has turned into a source of public frustration. Several years after their installation, many of these stops are no longer functioning as intended. According to local reports, key features such as cooling systems and internet access are frequently out of service. In some locations, the infrastructure is in poor condition, condition with broken elements and general neglect. The project, originally aimed at providing comfort and convenience to public transport users, has failed to meet expectations. Residents expressed disappointment, noting that the stops offer little protection from the heat and lack the promised technological benefits. Instead of enhancing urban infrastructure, the initiative has highlighted issues of maintenance and long-term planning. The situation has sparked criticism of the city's approach to public services, with calls for improved oversight and accountability in future infrastructure developments. In Shymkent, local authorities have intensified monitoring of state-issued business grants following the discovery that 36 recipients misused funds intended for entrepreneurial ventures. Instead of establishing businesses, these individuals diverted the allocated money for personal use. Legal proceedings have commenced in 10 cases, while efforts are ongoing to recover funds from the remaining recipients. Deputy Akim Sarsen Kuranbek reported that in 2024, 428 residents received non-repayable grants of almost 1.5 million tenge each to launch their businesses. However, audits revealed that 36 beneficiaries violated the grant conditions. Comparatively, in the previous year, 138 individuals failed to meet their obligations, leading to the recovery of 45 million tenge out of the 158 million tenge owed. The city administration has implemented stricter controls to ensure proper utilization of these funds. As a result, the number of violations has decreased, and authorities aim to maintain this downward trend. Looking ahead, 260 additional grants are scheduled for distribution in 2025, with applications to be accepted nationwide on a date to be announced. This initiative is part of a broader employment strategy which has already facilitated job placements for nearly 10,000 individuals. The goal is to support over 49,000 people by the end of the year. Currently, Shymkent boasts one of the lowest unemployment rates in the country, standing at 4.5% overall and 3.5% among youth. Additionally, the number of citizens receiving targeted social assistance has declined by 1/3 compared to the previous year. Conversely, funding for individuals with disabilities has increased with 14.7 billion tenge allocated to support over 16,000 recipients. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching and goodbye.